Hey everybody, I'm Lindsay Vallandingham with the Symphony Group at Keller Williams Louisville East, joined today by my friend and partner, Jeff Bridges. Is that really your name?
That's my legal name.
Wow. You heard it here first.
No relation.
So, we are a real estate company operating out of Louisville, Kentucky, and the surrounding area, including Southern Indiana. We have a ton of great content. It's all pretty funny. You should subscribe to our channel.
You have to say smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, smash that subscribe.
Yeah.
Jeff is one of our newer members, but maybe not the newest member.
Mm-hmm.
However, Jeff has the longest history in real estate of any of us on the team. He's got the most experience.
That's right. I've been in real estate since 2016.
2016. I was only 16.
You were just a baby.
That's not true. So to get started, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit of background about where you're from, where you live.
So I was born in Indiana, Southern Indiana, and I grew up there. And in 2005, I moved to Louisville for all things to become a chef. I went to Sullivan University and went through culinary school. And now I live in Louisville. I've lived here since 2006.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you have a family?
Yep. 2 kids and a wife.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. Or a wife and 2 kids. They're 7 and 9, Celia and Forrest.
And so you've made Louisville your home.
Yes.
And you came here because you wanted to be a chef. Did you become a chef?
Yes, I was actually a chef. My first cooking job was in 2003. I started cooking at a small restaurant in Scottsburg, Indiana, which is about 30 minutes away from here. And then I went to Sullivan University after I graduated high school, and I started interning at Jack Fry's in the Highlands.
Oh, nice.
And then from there, they hired me during my internship. So I kind of worked there part-time, interned part-time, and then I worked there for about 6 or 7 years. I don't miss it because, especially this time of year, I would have been working 70 hours a week, but lots of good times there, made a lot of good friends.
So what led you from this career that you built in the restaurant industry into real estate?
So when I worked at Jack Fry's, actually, I worked with a woman named Libby Lozer, and Libby was in the process of getting her real estate license. She was the assistant manager, and then I think she became the general manager at a certain point of Jack Fry's. So her and I had a kind of a friendly, close relationship, and I'd always respected her a lot as a manager at Jack Fry's. So when she was getting her real estate license, I just had a couple questions for her about it, and that was in 2009 and 10. Since then, Libby has become a great realtor and has done a whole lot of really good work here in Louisville.
And a great restaurateur as well.
And a great restaurateur. She owns Blue Dog now.
She does.
So I kind of picked her brain about it, and I wasn't necessarily falling out of love with being a chef, but I was just looking for something that might be better for family life and a way to kind of settle down and get away from the crazy hours of the kitchen. So after talking with her, I decided I was going to get my real estate license. So in 2016, I was still a chef at the time. I was the head chef at Bourbon's Bistro on Frankfurt Avenue, and I was basically studying for my real estate exam while I was running the kitchen there.
Wow.
So in between turns and before the prep shift was over, before service started, I was upstairs. Don't tell my bosses at the time this, but I was upstairs studying for my real estate exam.
That's great. I feel like everyone watching this video is going to be like, wait a second, I ate at that restaurant.
Yeah.
Like they're like everything's piling together for them now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So looking at like this sort of movement from this career in the restaurant industry into a career in real estate, and it sounds like you kind of dovetailed both of those things for a little while. But are there things that sort of parallel between the two, or have you experienced like, I thought I was going to go do something wildly different, but it turns out that so much of the skills that I had in my previous career are carrying over into what I do now?
So my most recent job in the restaurant industry was as a catering manager. I ran the catering department at the Mayan Cafe, my favorite restaurant in the city. I found out through that, like I worked a lot with the people in the front of the house that organized the events and worked directly with the clients. And in turn, I also had to work directly with the clients in some ways. And really with real estate, it's all about listening to people understanding their needs, and then being able to help them any way you can. And with food, it's the same thing. It's a little more intimate than helping them buy a house because they're going to be eating something that you made. But at the same time, you're just developing skills, listening to people, understanding their needs, and trying to help them.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So in your career in real estate, have you discovered like sort of a niche market or sort of typical type of situation that you prefer to work in?
So lately, I've been working with a lot of first-time buyers. A lot of people that I know or acquaintances that I have are buying their first home, or they're selling their first home. Maybe they've already bought a home, but they're new to the selling process, and that can be kind of hard to navigate. Whenever you're, kind of new at anything, it's kind of a learning curve. So especially first-time home buyers, I'm very knowledgeable about homes. I've seen a ton of homes, and I can kind of help them navigate through the process of knowing what's good, what's bad, what to be indifferent about,
Totally.
and kind of help them before they get to the problems, understand the problems.
Yeah.
So I would say first-time home buyers, obviously, I really enjoy working with. There's a sense of excitement when you're showing someone a home that they really love.
Yeah.
You can feel their personality change a little bit when they feel at home at a house they're looking at, and you get excited with them. It's hard not to.
It's awesome.
So it's really cool to see that in a person, especially like if you know someone really well or you don't know them at all, like you get to know them through the process of helping them buy a home.
It's so true. It's one of the best opportunities we have in this business to get to share that excitement. It's pretty special.
It is. It's very, because even their close family members don't get to see that first time they get really excited about the home that they like can envision their lives in. And it's really enriching for me, like, because you get to see it over and over again.
I know.
I would have related it to like if you work with women giving birth, like the amount of happiness that they have, and they get to, it's just a normal everyday thing to see like a woman meet her baby for the first time, or a dad meet their child for the first time, and it's like nobody else gets to see that. So
it's pretty special.
Feel pretty lucky.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. So we'll shift gears into a little bit lighter subject matter here. Louisville is known for all kinds of amazing events, many of which you've probably been a part of. Do you have a favorite Louisville event?
One of my favorites is, you may have heard of it or not, it's in Nulu called Bachfest. It's such a weird event that has roots dating way back. I'm sure you've heard of Billy Goat Strut, one of my favorite alleyway names. It's in the spring every year, and they have actual goat races on the street. The mayor shows up, there's beer, it's beer related, Bach, Doppelbock, Einbach, which my two favorite things, goats and beer, I guess.
Obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite. Obviously, Derby's great.
Well, and speaking of Derby is its own set of events. Do you have a favorite Derby event?
I mean, Thunder is the obvious one. The race is great, but I feel like all the stuff leading up to it, depending on what your specific flavor of fun is, like the balloon glow is great. For kids, you can't really beat the balloon glow. It's fun. Like some of my favorite memories growing up was going to the balloon glow and eating cotton candy and just hanging out late at night.
So if you could share one piece of advice with homeowners or home purchasers, what would it be? I
would say there's many pieces of advice, whether you're talking about finances versus, picking a home that's right for you in the future versus right now, picking a home that you can grow into, planning for the future. I would just say pick the home that you feel the best in, that you feel most comfortable in, because that's going to be yours, and it's going to be something that you are going to create memories in and share with people around you. A lot of great insights. So if you would like to reach out personally to Jeff, please email us at symphonyrealtygroup@gmail.com.